When a man crosses the threshold of 60 years old, society hands him a script. They tell him to take it easy. They tell him to step aside. They tell him that physical decline, muscle loss, and weakness are simply programmed into his DNA. They tell him it is too late. I am here to tell you that this is the greatest lie ever sold to the modern man. Your physical decline is not programmed into your DNA. It is a symptom of your lifestyle. You do not lose muscle because you get old. You get old because you stop demanding muscle from your body. In male psychology, there is a concept called physical sovereignty. It means retaining absolute control over your environment and commanding respect simply by your presence. Today, we are going to explore the biological and psychological miracle that occurs when men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond decide to wage war against aging. I am giving you the 10 proven steps to reverse muscle wasting, naturally spike your testosterone, and rebuild a physique that rivals men 20 years your junior. Welcome to the Iron Rebellion. Step number 1, the protein mandate. We must address a biological reality called anabolic resistance. When you were 30, you could eat a small piece of chicken, and your body would immediately trigger muscle protein synthesis. Your cellular doors were wide open. But as you cross into your 60s, your muscles become resistant to that signal. The lock gets rusty. To force an older body to build muscle, you must overwhelm the system with raw materials. You must hit a higher protein threshold than you did in your 40s. If you are lifting weights but eating like a bird, you are simply tearing your body down and refusing to give it the bricks to rebuild the wall. The protocol: you must aim for 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein, steak, fish, eggs, whey, in at least 3 meals a day. Overcome the resistance. Force the muscle to grow. Step number 2, resistance training. When older men decide to get healthy, doctors usually prescribe gentle walks. Walking is fantastic for the heart, but let me be brutally honest. Walking does absolutely zero to stop muscle loss. The only language your muscles understand is tension. Society tells you that lifting heavy weights at your age is dangerous. The truth? Not lifting weights is the most dangerous thing you can do. A weak body is a liability waiting for a fall. The protocol: you must engage in progressive overload using compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses. You start light, and you gradually add weight or repetitions over time. You force the muscle to adapt to a hostile environment. You do not retreat from the iron, you embrace it as medicine. Step number 3, consistency over intensity. We live in an ego-driven culture that worships the grind, but training like a 20-year-old bodybuilder, training to total muscular failure, screaming, dropping weights, will destroy a 65-year-old nervous system and ruin your joints. In your 60s, you adopt the Stoic approach. The goal is the minimum effective dose. You want to stimulate the muscle to grow, not annihilate it. A 40-minute, moderate-intensity workout done 3 times a week, every week for a year, will yield 100 times better results than a brutal 2-hour workout done sporadically. Leave your ego at the door. Punch in, do the work with perfect form, and punch out. Consistency compounds. Step number 4, the anabolic void, mastering sleep. Here is a fundamental truth of human physiology. You do not build a single ounce of muscle in the gym. The gym is where you tear muscle down. You build muscle in bed. As men age, sleep architecture degrades. We get less slow-wave deep sleep. But deep sleep is the exact phase where the pituitary gland releases massive pulses of human growth hormone, HGH, to repair the tissue you destroyed in the gym. The protocol: treat your sleep with the same violent discipline you apply to your workouts. 7 to 9 hours is non-negotiable. Cold room. Dark room. No screens an hour before bed. Respect the void, or you will not recover. Step number 5, the hydration mechanism. As we age, a dangerous biological shift occurs. Our thirst mechanism dulls. Older men simply do not feel thirsty, even when their bodies are chronically dehydrated. Why does this matter for strength? Because human muscle tissue is 75% water. When you are dehydrated, blood volume drops. Nutrients cannot reach the muscle, lactic acid builds up, and the synovial fluid inside your joints dries out, turning a simple squat into a painful grinding ordeal. The protocol. Do not wait until you are thirsty. Thirst is the alarm that you are already failing. Drink a large glass of water the moment you wake up and keep hydrating throughout the day. Hydration is the lubrication of a high-performance machine. Step number 6. Carbohydrates and healthy fats. The modern fitness industry demonizes food, but to build muscle after 60, you need the right fuel. Protein builds the structure, but carbohydrates are the high-octane energy required to lift heavy iron. If your glycogen stores are empty, your workouts will be weak and pathetic. And then there are healthy fats: olive oil, avocados, nuts, fatty fish. Dietary fat and cholesterol are the literal building blocks of testosterone. If you adopt an extreme, low-fat diet, you are chemically castrating yourself. The protocol. Balance your plate. Fuel the machine with complex carbs to train hard, and healthy fats to keep your hormonal engine roaring. Step number 7. Smart supplementation. There are no magic pills, but there are highly researched, scientifically proven tools that give the aging man an unfair biological advantage. Always consult your physician first. Creatine monohydrate. It is not just for young athletes. It increases ATP cellular energy, allowing you to lift heavier, and boasts profound neuroprotective benefits for the aging brain. Whey protein, the fastest, most efficient way to hit your high-protein mandate without forcing down another heavy meal. Vitamin D3, the sunshine hormone, crucial for bone density and natural testosterone production. Omega-3 fish oil, the ultimate joint lubricator. It crushes systemic inflammation, allowing your joints to move pain-free. Use science to tilt the odds in your favor. Step number 8. Perpetual motion. You are in the gym for 3 hours a week. What you do with the other 165 hours dictates your destiny. Do not become sedentary. Walk. Take the stairs. Do yard work. Continuous low-level movement keeps the joints oiled and the metabolism firing. A body in motion stays in motion. Step number 9. The bamboo principle: flexibility and balance. You can bench press 200 pounds, but if you slip on a wet floor and cannot catch your balance, that muscle is useless. As men age, our proprioception, our brain's awareness of our body and space, degrades. The protocol. You must practice balance. Stand on one leg while you brush your teeth. Stretch daily. A muscle that cannot move through a full range of motion is a muscle waiting to tear. Cultivate the flexibility of bamboo and the roots of an oak. Finally, step number 10. The sovereign mindset. If your only goal is to look good in a polo shirt, you will quit when the workouts get hard. Vanity is not a strong enough fuel for a man in his 60s. Your why must be absolute. You lift weights, so you never have to ask for help getting out of a chair. You lift weights so you can travel the world without limitation. You lift weights so that you are never a burden to the people you love. You lift weights to remain the patriarch of your bloodline. Age is just a number. Decay is a choice. The iron does not care how old you are. It only responds to discipline. If you are ready to reclaim your physical sovereignty and join the Iron Rebellion, type the words, "I will not rust," in the comments below. Subscribe to the Sage Academy to master your body, your mind, and your legacy. Stand tall. Forge iron. Case closed.